Hey guys, how you doing? It's your boy Nabs, the original Don son. So just a quick video actually that no stupidness, yeah, no stupidness. Just serious talk, yeah. You know, basically it's my birthday today, yeah, 7th September. It's Saturday as well, Saturday afternoon, and it's 2024, right? But basically, I wanted to just clear up one subject here, like, and this is one in particular. It's like, what is the best video game, like, that's out there at the moment? And if you also ask me, after I'll tell you how long I've been playing games, yeah. So basically, I've been gaming since fucking, like, I was like 4 or 5 years old. So I've been playing on the Game Boy and shit like that, the old Game Boys. And I had this disc. One of them, it had over 200 games on one cartridge, yeah. And there was one game on there particular that I really liked. That was really sick, man. Like, for its time, it looked really advanced. Like, especially on the Game Boy, where it's all just 2D pixels or whatever, or just the pixel shit. Like, it was really good. And then there was other games on there, obviously, that were pretty decent as well, like Prince of Persia and stuff like that. That was decent. And then you had the karate game as well, like, that people kind of well known, like, But there's one in particular that was really good, but it's in my memory. I always remember it, but I can't remember the actual name of the game. But it was really good, like, But anyway, my point is like, basically, like, I've got over 800 games now on my PlayStation library, right, for my PS5, and I've got technically speaking, I've got more than that. I've probably got over 1,000 or whatever, like, because I've got subscriptions and all the rest of it, yeah. So, and I've looked at all these games, right, yeah, and some of the games that you see on the store, they are charging a fortune, and they ain't worth your money. They are absolute horse shit. Do you know what I'm saying? Pure and utter horse shit, man. Do not waste your money on these games. What you should do before you buy any game is go on YouTube and have a little look at it, like, because you're gonna waste your money, like, because now PlayStation, they are extorting us. They're taking all our money, like, you know what I mean, for these horse shit titles, like, for these dog shit titles, bro. Like, they ain't worth your money, mate. Like, always go and look on the store, go and look on YouTube and see whoever's buying it first and whoever's playing it first, and get into the game on YouTube and see what the gameplay is like. See what all of it is like before. Get a good hour in before you actually go and buy the actual game, because you need to know what you're buying. Because what they're doing now, I mean, look at this, like, it's my birthday today, and they got the Call of Duty beta out, and I'm not being funny or anything. It's all right, it's not bad, but it's got problems. And the problem is like, when you're in a game, like, people are running around like headless fucking chickens, or they're running around super aggressive. And it's like, that's not really what a war is like, you know what I mean? Like, in real war, people take front line, they set up strategies, they set up, the back defense, they set up the front defense, they set up lines of defense, they set up rules of engagement, they set up the engagement process, like, and then it gets interesting, like, you know what I mean? But in Call of Duty, now they've just gone down the route of experimenting now with a whole new movement system, the Omni movement system, that I really don't fucking care about, like, in fucking diving and doing 360s and all the rest of it, because not only is it hard to pull off, because the controls are so fucking clunky sometimes, that, when you're doing it in a real life match, and you're always getting shot within a second anyway, it's impossible to pull off, but it's just not worth it, like, you know what I mean? So the best times I find myself playing Call of Duty is when I'm playing, like, similar to, like, let's say, like, you're sitting down, like, and you're playing strategically, like, because that's what Call of Duty used to be like. Call of Duty 4 and the old CODs were always like that, because they were based on competitive game players. Like, you see all of their YouTube videos online, and they are super good at the game, like, you know what I mean? But now the game is, the engine is completely changed. They've got they've got the new Modern Warfare system engine, and now they're trying to bring back the whole dance, oh yeah, let's jump about and do 360 no scopes and all the rest of it. You can't do it on the engine, because the engine's impossible to do it with. You need to go, I've told Call of Duty, whoever's fucking making Call of Duty or Activision or whatever the fuck they are, whatever company they're doing it with, I don't give a shit. What you need to do is fucking go back to the original Call of Duties, man. Go back to the old school Call of Duties, so that everyone can play like they actually have a gun in their hand, they know how to aim and shoot. That's what games are basically about. You can add it up, like, make it more like advanced, yeah, but you don't need to change the whole engine system. I mean, look at Call of Duty Modern Warfare Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare Remastered. I've got that on. I play that all the time. That's a great game, like, you know. It's the mix of the old and the new. You see, like, it's the old COD 4, but it's remastered, you see, and it's got like a slightly better engine. That's all you need. You don't need something so extremely deep, like, you know what I mean, like, you know, like, and the new engine now for Call of Duty, everyone's running. It feels like a joke thing, like, you know, it feels like you're running around as like a joker or something. Everything's just wobbling all over the place, like, you know. So when you want to aim and stuff like that, you have to really perfect like your settings and stuff like that. And some of us, we're hardcore gamers, we mash up our controls. Like, everyone knows that you get the stick drift, like, you know what I mean, you get the stick drift. So once that happens, then you're fucked, like, on most games, because you can't aim, you can't move, and everything just is out of place, like, you know. So and now controllers are expensive. They're over 60-70 pounds. Look at the new Edge controller, that's like 200 pound or whatever. It's a waste of money, like, you know what I mean. You know, so what I'm trying to say here is, you know, they need to really look after us gamers, you know what I mean. But anyway, a different point now, yeah. Like, I've looked at all of the games, right, yeah, on the store and everything like that, and most of them are horseshit, right? But this game right here, The Last of Us, I honestly believe it's one of the best games that's ever been made, because the story is perfect, like, you know what I mean? The story's perfect, and the game itself changed everything. The whole infected the whole infected thing, like, changed the whole zombie scene thing. And now every game now is more focused on, like, human beings being infected rather than random zombies in Resident Evil, you know, that has no answer. But really, Resident Evil was more like an infection thing anyway, but it was a virus thing rather than an infection that happened to the human race, like, you know what I mean? So those were the ideas where zombies came from. But then there's like stupid games where there's just no explanation for the origins of zombies or the existence of zombies, so they just go and put zombies in there, and you just mindlessly zombie killing, like zombie army games. Like, they're pointless and they're shit. And there's some games out there that I like Dying Light, and they're charging fortunes for it, and they're not worth it because it's just another zombie game, you know. So that's how it is. But The Last of Us is one of the best games because of its pacing, you see, and its characters. The people I grew a relationship with Troy Baker and Ashley Williams and Neil Druckmann and all the other guys that played the characters, like Tommy and all the rest of them, Marlene. I grew a strong relationship. As a gamer, you're growing up, you've got nothing, you're just sitting in your bedroom all day. That's me. And that's what a true gamer is. We're just in our bedrooms, and all we got is the video games to play. We don't go outside. That's how it is. Only occasionally I go outside and do my thing, but most of the time I'm indoors playing my games, and I love games. But you know what the problem is? After all these years, 33, 34 years of gaming, or whatever it's been, like, you know what I mean? 30 years of gaming, like, it's been a long stretch, and there's not much that I've had to sink my teeth into, because the industry is a broke industry, and it takes millions to make one single game. It takes millions to make a game, and it takes millions to make a 5-star game, like a truly great game, like a global winning, an award-winning game, you know, like Red Dead Redemption 2, Last of Us, Metal Gear Solid, you know, Call of Duty. Some of the Call of Duties, yes, they're all right. The story wise, they're all right, and the multiplayer is all right. You know, it just needs to be more tweaked up. It needs to be. They need to just make it original. That's all they need to do. Go back to the basics sometimes, you know. It works, like, you know what I mean? People want community within games as well, because we're not going outside. We're sitting indoors all day. We've only got our online to keep us busy, like, you know what I mean? Our phones, our computers, our laptops, and our game consoles, and all the rest of it. You know, that's all we have. You know, so everything's done on the internet and everything's done online. You know, we have our YouTube channels. We're trying to build it up. That's what kids want to do. That's the only way they're going to make money. You know, and everyone now is online. Everyone's got something like that. You know, because the PlayStation has made it very easy and accessible to broadcast your shit and to put it online, like I'm doing. You can do anything that I'm doing. You can do it. You can edit your videos, make sick videos and all the rest of it. You know, if you have, you know, it's got Share Factory, so it needs more things like this. You know, because we pay £900 for a game console system or whatever it is. You know, and there's not much features on it. And the games they're charging us are a fortune. It's not worth our money, like, you know what I mean? And most of the games on there, I've got over 1,000 games. Most of them are all horse shit. You know, I spent good earned money on them as well. Like, I spent a lot of money on the games. I won't tell you how much, but I spent a lot of money. You know what I mean? And I'll say this game, The Last of Us, Metal Gear Solid, growing up, learning about Metal Gear Solid was great, and yes, there are some decent games out there, like, that the younger generation have made use of, like, but unfortunately there's just not enough. Like, how much longer are you going to sit there and play Fortnite? How much longer are you going to sit there and play all these other shit games, like, you know what I mean? Like, and then Topspin, for example, tennis games. I'm great at tennis because I'm a good tennis player. I know I play tennis. I could have given Roger Federer a run for his money, like, you know what I mean? But I never got into the sport, like, you know what I mean? Because it's a money issue, like, it's an elite sport, like, you know what I mean? It's money. I'm not fucking, rich here, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm on basic, money, like, you know what I mean? I won't tell you what I get, but I get basic money, like, you know what I mean? So I can't afford to make something of myself, like, career-wise, and put effort into it like that. But that's a story, that's a subject for another day. But my point is that, the store itself is like, they're charging fortunes and stuff. And you look at these games, like, Metal Gear Solid, Last of Us, Topspin, I was basically number one in the world for that Topspin 4 game, right, yeah? People say that they played it a lot. Yeah, I played it a lot too, brother. I kicked all of your ass on there on PS3, mate. I know the fucking truth, bruv. I was the best on fucking Topspin 4 on PS3. Everyone that I played, I kicked their ass. And that was me coming from nothing. In my bedroom, I was poor. And I had shit internet, the most shit internet you can imagine. I was still kicking ass against guys from halfway across the world. Like, even against guys that were close to me, I was kicking their ass. When the odds and the chips are down, mate, and everything's fair, I will kick your ass at everything, yeah? In truth, Bob. And the same thing goes in anywhere else, in life and in gaming, Bob. But anyway, we'll talk about that later. I was the best at Topspin 4. Now, they brought out Topspin 5 after, 13 years or whatever it's been. Fucking hell, Bob. And you know what? The whole thing is fucking broken and shit. Everything is wrong with that game, like. There's so much wrong with that game. Like, the season system, the leaderboard system's fucked. Like, there's no point, there's no incentive to rank up on the leaderboards because there's no point in being at the top, like, because it gets reset every fucking month, like, you know what I mean? So it's no point, the season system's fucked up. And the fucking service system, everyone's acing me, but I can barely get an ace. That's not fair, bro, like, you know what I mean? The game is so broken, the ace system's broken, and if you don't have, like, a perfect controller and your controller's, like, drifting or whatever, you're never going to win on that game, like, you know what I mean? Or it's going to be hard, like, you know what I mean? But even if you do have a perfect controller, it's still a broken ace system, it's still a broken service system, it's still a broken ground stroke system, because you know what, they just updated it. And what I'm speaking is truth, right? Yeah, I'm spitting the facts, mate, like, because I can prove it to you, because what happened was, when they first brought out the game, all we can use was a stick to do ground strokes. Oh, guess what? Now they just updated it last week and they introduced the D-pad now, just like the old Topspin 4 fucking system used to have, control system used to have. Well, why didn't you just keep that in the first place then? Keep that in the fucking game, bro. Like, why did you have to go and change the whole system and make the game so fucking clunky and all the rest of it? Like, you can hear the ball echo now. It's like, you can hear the fucking ball echo. That's the best thing about the game. The fact that when you're hitting the ball, it feels like an echo, like a real, like, smack. But that's not really, like, I mean, when you're indoors, maybe it sounds like that. But that's not really what it's like in real life tennis. You know what I mean? When you hit the ball in real life tennis, like, depending on your racket, on your strings or whatever, like, that you're using on tennis, like, it's going to make the sound off of that. It's not going to make, like, a huge fucking echo noise and all the rest of it. I think what they tried to implement is when guys like Federer played in, like, stadiums that are, like, closed roofs and all the rest of it. So they try to get, like, the sound effects in it and all the rest of it. But listen, man, all that game needed to do was go back to Topspin 4 and learn from that. And that was all it was, because Topspin 4 was alright. I wouldn't say it was better than Topspin. It was Topspin 4. If you had a mix between Topspin 4 and Topspin 2, that would be the best game. Topspin 3 wasn't that good. It was a bit of a mess. It was horseshit, yeah. But Topspin 3 was the basis for their new engine, like, So they started off with Topspin 3 with their new engine. Then Topspin 4, they implemented it and they went, like, to the best heights. And now Topspin 5, and then obviously Topspin 2 and Topspin 1 were, like, the foundational games, right? Where it's more arcadey, yes. It's not like advanced movement, like where you see Federer moving around and he's sweating and all the rest of it, and he's putting his hand to his head and whatever. Like in Topspin 1 and 2, like, you can dive around like silly, like, you know what I mean? Because it's back in them days on the old PS2s and stuff like that, like the tennis games were more arcadey, like virtual tennis. They were all like competing with each other at the time. So it was like that really. Like, but now Top Spin 5, you expect them to learn from what they made in the past. Oh, no. I thought it was a miracle. Yes, it was a miracle for them to bring that out of the fucking game. I was jumping for joy. But look, listen, man, the game's broken. It's pure and utter horse shit as well. It's broken, mate. You know, it's pure and utter broken. And that's coming from someone that is a pro on Top Spin. I'm one of the best. And I'll say that I am the best. Guys are now beating me on the game because I'm being cheated on. To be quite fair, to be quite honest, it's a cheat. It's a pure and utter cheat system that they've implemented. And you know who it favors? It favors the guys that all they're doing is putting on all the indicators. It's favoring the guys that are using all the indicators, all the helpers, all the indicators, all the aim assists and all the rest of it, all the camera angles and all the rest of it. The game changes based on your camera angle. Do you know what I mean? When you play real tennis, when you're hitting a ball like that, you're throwing the ball up in the air and you're hitting it with your racket, you have to move alongside with the ball as well. You have to move alongside. When the ball's on the other side of the net or when it's left your racket, you are constantly moving. So your camera isn't stuck behind you. Like your vision isn't stuck at one spot on the court. You're not at the back of the court all the time. You're not. You want to move to the net. You go and play a volley. That's how it is. Why do you think Federer was so successful in his career and Sampras as well? They were serving volley players because that's what a true tennis player is like. You can't just all the time stay on the back line. Like, not only are you boring if you stay on the baseline all the time, but you ain't like one of those guys like Nabill that can do that. Nabill can do that, yeah, but even Nabill was shit at the net. You drop shot Nabill, look how he put his head down. He puts his head down and he runs because he knows that he can't make those shots. Nabill is a big guy, that's why he stays at the net. But if you drop shot Nabill all the time, you perfect your drop shots, like, he can't get it. I mean, look at these guys that are coming up now, like Alcaraz. Alcaraz is one of the best players there, you know what I mean? He's young, yeah, and he's stressed, yeah, because he's young, like, you know what I mean? He hasn't got any experience under him, like, you know what I mean? In terms of Grand Slams or anything. So he's stuck amongst the guys like Sinner and all these other guys like Zverev and all these other guys that have been in the tour for years. But they're going to be on their way out soon. And it's going to be Alcaraz. It's going to be Alcaraz and Sinner that we're going to see like all the time. We're going to see like matchups with them like all the time. But really, Sinner, if you look at Alcaraz and Sinner's game styles, they're completely different. And Sinner is no Federer. I'm sorry, like, he's no Federer. He's no perfectionist, you know what I mean? He's just a grinder like all the other guys, but he's one of the best grinders. That's the only difference. He's one of the best grinders because all Sinner does is basic flat strokes. He does a flat stroke up the line, a backhand down the line, straight at you, straight in the middle. That's all Sinner does. He hasn't really got much variety in his game. He'll drop shot, but he's rubbish at pretty much everything else. Occasionally you'll even see him at the net, but he's not even good at that. Smashes, he's not the best smasher. You look at guys with the all-round gameplay, the all-round play in tennis. It's Alcaraz, it's Federer, it's Djokovic a bit, because Djokovic is good all over the court except for at the net, and except for smashes and serves. He's not that great at serving. And he's not that great at smashes. He's got a bad overhead, like, you know what I mean? So he's not the best, like, but everything else he's all right with. And who was Sampras? Sampras was the best. Serve, fucking return, fucking ace, fucking drop volley, fucking approach shot, fucking smash, fucking dunk, fucking volley, fucking jump shots, fucking everything. He was look at the way those guys play, Boris Becker, all them guys back in the day, and look at the way our guys play now. There's no one doing shit like that are diving around and all the rest of it. No, because they got the mindset that they got to stay back and be hench and all the rest of it. Bro, I can just fucking twist you up so easily, like, you will not last. Like, you know what I mean? Just because you playing a video game, like, you holding down the button and you mashing it like that, you doing hard shots all the time, doesn't mean that I can't get back your hard shot, bro. I can get back your hard shot in real life, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I can mess you up in real life as well. You know what I mean? But I'm playing a video game here. It's restricted. Everything's restricted. Controllers restrict you, bro. Like, that's not my hand. That's a controller, son. My hands are different, like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And I'm good at tennis. Tennis is about agility as well. You got to run around, bro. You got to run around for the ball, and you got to, like, you got to get it back, like, you know what I'm saying? You got to hit it back. You know what I mean? But anyway, man, like I said, man, main thing now, it's just about the games, really, because the games, man, like, the base and now Call of Duty, it's dog shit, bro. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna get the game. I don't know if I'm gonna. If it went down to like 20. £20, £30, I'll get it. But you know why I'll get it? For one reason, and that's for the story, and that's it. I don't want to play the online anymore, like, because there's no incentive to play it. There's no incentive, man. I might get it, I don't know. I'll see how it goes, you know what I mean? I'll see how it goes, because their systems that are all messed up. But you know what? One thing I noticed now about Black Ops 6, one thing that was good, that I think they might listen to me on one of the comments on YouTube. I said, bring back the old lobby system. And bro, they brought it back. You know what I mean? Now the old lobby system's back. So you don't have to all the time random matchmate with people and stuff like that. Like, and you ain't got a lobby to talk to. Like, you know, now they brought back the OG fucking lobby system, which is good. That's good, man, because now you could chat to guys on the game after you've had a game or whatever, or before the game, you could chat to guys or whatever. Like, you know, you could do your thing on it. But you know what one problem is? The timing. As soon as you finish, like, a game, yeah, you've only got, like, let's say 15 seconds or so. 15 seconds, mate, like, before the next game starting. I'm like, whoa, hang on a sec, bro. Hang on a sec, man. Let me fucking do my loadout, bro. I got to think about my next game, like, you know what I mean? I can't just sit there and play the same old loadout, bro, like, you know what I mean? Like, nah, bro, like, so they fucked up on that, like, you know what I mean? This is the problem with Call of Duty, man. Like, they really don't listen, like, and they really don't even know their own fucking games, like, you know what I mean? What they're doing is just being creative, business creatives. They've got a lot of money, and they're just throwing out their own ideas that they've had. And you know, most of the guys that you see worked on the old Call of Duties back in the day, the original Call of Duties, they're not around anymore. So it's all these new people that are just giving their own ideas about what Call of Duty should be like, and they have no fucking clue because they ain't the real gamers. They're just designers. They're just there because they left school and they're now graphic designers and stuff like that, and they ain't really useful, like, you know what I mean? Like, because, you know, like, the graphics on the fucking beta anyway is shit, like, you know what I mean? It looks so dopey, like, you know what I mean? It looks so lame, like, you know what I mean? But anyway, guys, that's how it is. I want to leave it at that, man, because, you know, it's my birthday today, man, you know, and the beta was a little bit of fun with it, but it was stress as always, you know what I mean? Games now, like, you know, I know what it is all about, like, you know what I mean? But, you know, you should check out my videos now, guys, you know, check out my YouTube channel, check out my other videos, because I'm trying to make good shit, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to make good shit, and I'm trying to get, like, a bit of money out of this as well, man. So I want them subscribers, you know, so I'm gonna reach that 1,000 and fucking reach them views and stuff like that. And then I'm gonna start making money out of this, bro, because that's what I need to do. You know, I mean, YouTube is the best platform, like, you know. All the other fucking shit out there is rubbish. Twitch and all them bollocks, like, that's shit. I won't bother with that. You know, YouTube is the best platform. You just need to know how to do that shit, like, you know what I mean? Anyway, guys, you know, for me, it's like, you know, that's how it is. Anyway. But yeah, this is one of the best games, Last of Us, you know, because of the multiplayer is good, but now there's hackers on there. The hackers on there, you know, the hackers on there, yeah, but you know, the multiplayer is generally quite good. The only problem is some of the guns are a bit rubbish, you know, so they're kind of boring, and it hasn't been updated. So I mean, what Neil fucking needs to do, Neil Druckmann, if you're listening, mate, please just fucking give us a good third game, man, and bring back factions, man. Bring back fucking factions, because we need it. You know what I mean? You're gonna desert us after the third game. We know that for sure. That's the end of The Last of Us after the third game. You know, I was hoping that Last of Us would last for a very long time, you know what I mean? Like, for years. Like, you see some games like Call of Duty's been out for years. They're bringing out games every year. Assassin's Creed as well, been out years. They're bringing out games every year. But Last of Us, we've got to wait another 9-10 years for a fucking sequel. Come on, man. You just made the best video game in the world. You've made millions, or how much you've made, like, whatever it is. You made millions out of a game. Come on, man. Give us something more early, like, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Well, anyway, you know, they say next year GTA 5's coming out, and you know what? I'm betting all my fucking bucks on that, mate, because I won't play GTA. Sorry, not GTA 5. GTA 6, my son. GTA 6. Next year, GTA 6 May. That's what we're waiting for. That's what we was told. Now, please, guys, pray for no delay. Let's try and get GTA 6 out as soon as possible, man. Like, you know, as soon as possible. We need GTA 6 now, man, because all these games now that they're giving us are absolute fucking dog shit, mate. Anyway, man, that's my cue. The feds are outside on my doorstep. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? London now, London's a police state, mate. Like, you know what I'm saying? London's a police state. They want to kill you, like, you know what I'm saying? That's how it is, you know? But praise God, innit? Like, you know, praise God he's there, like, you know, his holy ones, like, you know what I mean, like his angels looking out for all of us, like, you know what I mean. That's all you have to keep in mind, the Lord. And when Jesus comes back, he's going to get rid of all these fucking governments that have tried to hamper us and kill us, like, you know what I mean, over the years. All the slavery and all of this economic system that has been put in place, a capitalist system and all the rest of it. Jesus is going to get rid of all of it, and then he's going to build a temple. The temple's going to get built, and when he comes back, we're going to be in the temple praying and singing to the Lord in his holy. I can't even, when I think about it, I'm just in a different world. So yeah, at this point in time, we're on the earth, and it's dirt, it's filth, it's death and disease and all the rest of it. It's dark, it's darkness. But when he comes back, you're going to see, guys, you're going to see. Just keep that hope, keep that faith in your life, like, you know what I'm saying? And keep going. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Peace.